Hey, how y'all doing, man? In the YouTube world, um, here to talk about this game, Project Cars. And before anybody get out, start talking about, oh, you hating and you wanna, arcade game or whatever. This is just my opinion, what I think of the game. You know what I'm saying? Um, Plain and simple, I've gotten bored of the game really, really, really quick. I mean, within like a couple of weeks, I'll say I got bored of the game. Now I had high hopes for this game because, as majority of the PlayStation people know, we don't have any real art, realistic simulation type car games. We have Need for Speed stuff like that. Those are fun games, but I guess I was look when I heard this game was coming out. I mean, I was like on YouTube every day looking at videos. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get my hand on this game. It sounded awesome because PlayStation people, come on now, we know we're used to Gran Turismo and that bullshit ass vacuum sounds that they get. So that game, Gran Turismo, as far as I'm concerned, ever since Gran Turismo 3, after Gran Turismo 3, Gran Turismo fell off my radar. I didn't even buy Gran Turismo 6. I was so disappointed with Gran Turismo 5. I didn't even buy Gran Turismo 6 because I knew Gran Turismo 6 was just a revamped Gran Turismo 5. And it was so terrible that they had to discontinue online service of Gran Turismo 5 to almost force you to buy Gran Turismo 6. Because they know you can't have fun playing Gran Turismo 5 unless you're online. That's the only way I had like this much fun playing Gran Turismo 5 because it was so boring. The sounds were so god awful. It was just a worst Gran Turismo ever, and Gran Turismo 6 was no better. But anyways, that's off topic. Back to Project Cars. I remember when it first came out, and I saw people saying it's never gonna have any modification. You're not gonna be able to modify your cars and all this other stuff. And people were like, "Oh, well, this is gonna make it, you know, arcadey or whatever." That's a load of shit. You cannot tell me that a game that allows you to modify your cars is arcadey. Forza, fun game. Forza people having fun right now. What are PlayStation people doing? Not having fun because Project Cars got boring really fast. If you go on Twitch, you don't even see people streaming Project Cars like that anymore. You understand? Because it's not fun. I mean, it's not. When I heard that they weren't gonna have modification or whatever in the game, I said to myself, "Uh oh, I don't know which idiot they listened to and said no, don't put modification in the game because that's gonna water down the game. That's gonna take away from the simulation aspect." Well, excuse me. Last time I checked, a part of racing is modifying your cars. In fact, the cars that we're using in Project Cars, I don't think you go straight to the dealership and buy them just like that. I think they've been modified. So that throws out that whole notion that modifying your cars take away from the simulation aspect. I think that they should have implemented car modification just like Forza. Okay, give you regular factory cars that you could tweak, tune, you know, upgrade turbo systems, make it more powerful, this kind of stuff. I guarantee you the online play would have been way better. Like right now, I go on Project Cars, and I may be able to hook up like probably 5 people playing. Nobody wants to play the game because you play it for like the first time because it's like, the first um simulation type game on, you know now, or I guess it's not next gen systems anymore because it's now. You know what I'm saying? So everybody kind of jumped on it. The sounds are awesome. Don't get me wrong. The graphics top notch. Um, I'm a little sketchy on the handling, but then again, I use a controller, and I feel like sometimes the cars are on like ice. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're going down a back straight really fast. You stomp on the brake, gear down, and the car starts getting twitchy sometimes. And again, that leads to because I can't tweak my car. I mean, what I could change what the tire pressure maybe or something like that. Camber maybe. I don't even know if you could do that. And if there's any extensive modification that you can do, I damn sure don't know what the hell they are because I ain't never seen them. I looked through the whole game and I ain't seen nothing. I mean, just you can't mess with your gear ratios. You can't lengthen your gear ratios. You can't do none of that good stuff. You can't, make your tires wider if you wanted to. I mean, come on. So it's like you're playing and you're just playing, and then they said they were gonna give you free. You could do whatever you want, but yet still, I'm playing, and then I'm forced to play with certain like. I get to like this section where I gotta play with these carts, these gold carts, and then I can't skip it, or I don't think I can. I think you can, but it's like there's nothing to play for. You're not playing for any credits, any in-game credits, to buy, to upgrade anything. You're just driving, going on the track, then you're done. And you hear this British guy saying, "Well done, marvelous job," and then that's it. I've gotten bored of the game within like a couple of weeks. I don't know what else to say. So I don't know how to extract any more fun out of it. I mean, yes, the sounds are freaking awesome. They have some of the best sounds I've ever heard in a freaking car game. I don't think any car game to date on the console has as good a sound as Project Cars. The way the crackling, the popping, the freaking stones hitting underneath the car, the tire sounds, the gear winding, all that stuff, awesome. But it's just boring because you can't do nothing. You can't modify. Like I go on YouTube, I see people playing Forza. They having a blast because you could modify your cars. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I wish if Project Cars come out again with another game, slightly Match Studios come out and make another game. I hope they take heed, man, and like, yo, okay, if you're gonna make a game for the people who just want to play touring, okay, but make a game for people who want to actually play a realistic car game that encompasses everything auto racing, not just jump in a freaking touring car and go driving. What if I want to drive a regular Honda S2000 and I want to slap a supercharger on there or a turbo? I can't do that. They give us a Evolution 10, but you can't do a goddamn thing to it. It's factory. You can't do nothing. You can't touch nothing. So you have to drive it the way how it is in the game, which makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why they listen to the people who they listen to, and then they use their own mind and say, well, hold up. I understand that's cool, but if you want to keep your car that way, keep it that way. But what about the people who want to modify their car? Let's make the game so we can you have the freedom to do that. And then I think the game would have been much more fun. But, let me know what you think about, Project Cars. Whatever system you have, Xbox One, PS4, I believe it's up for the Wii U. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And, like I said, I've gotten bored of it. I don't even see any of my friends play. I think I'm the only one out of all my friends that has Project Cars. And, I got to sit here, wait for Gran Turismo 7, which God knows when that piece of shit coming out. And if it even is as good as, the fanboys keep saying it will be. Me, I'm not buying that shit. Until I see that game come out and it sounds good and drives good, I'm not buying nothing Polyphony Digital say, 'cause they're a bunch of friggin' liars and they don't pay attention to what people want. Okay? I'm at the point where I'm getting ready to buy a freaking Xbox One. Matter of fact, I just went and bought a Super Nintendo yesterday because I was tired of playing that bullshit. And I'm getting ready to go buy an Xbox One so I could play Forza 5 and Forza 6 because this shit's just bored me. But let me know what you think. And like I said, there's no need for the bashing. This is just my opinion. People might think different. That's just how I feel. But yeah, let me know how what you think about the game since it's been out. If you in fact bought the game. All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.